In this video, I will teach you 5 amazing tips that will boost your listening score in the IELTS exam. So, let's begin. Hi there, this is Mr. Brick from IELTS Mr. Brick, and on this channel we cover everything IELTS related. That includes tips, tricks and tutorials, so if this is something that you're interested in, consider subscribing. Now, let's get started. The first tip is to listen to a variety of different accents. Now, although the IELTS exam is a British exam, the listening section is usually filled with a number of different accents. Typically, the recordings that you will listen to from the IELTS listening exam are recorded by people from a number of different countries such as the UK, Canada, America and Australia. So this means that if you just study and focus on one specific accent, when it comes to your listening exam, you won't be able to understand different accents that well. So it is better for you to just familiarize yourself with a number of different accents. That way you will perform better in the listening exam. The next tip is to listen to a number of different listening sources. Now, lots of people study for the IELTS listening exam by only focusing on past paper questions. Now, although that is a good technique to study, it should not be your only way to study for this exam. If you only focus on past paper exams, you will get bored of revising very quickly. Therefore, it is better for you to have a range of different listening sources that you can practice from, and also the benefit of this method is that it will be more exciting and fun for you. So, as an IELTS teacher, I would recommend 2 different listening sources to use when practicing for this exam. The first way is to listen to audiobooks, and you can do this by downloading the Audible app. Now, I do have a link in the description below that will give you access to 1 free book and also a 30-day free trial. So make sure you check that out. It's a win-win situation. Now, the second listening source that I would recommend you to use is listening to podcasts. The benefit of this is that there are so many podcasts out there that you will definitely find a podcast that covers an area which you are interested in. So, for example, if you are interested in gardening, then you will definitely find a podcast that's based on gardening. If you're interested in sports, there are many different types of podcasts that cover sports. You get the idea. Now, you can listen to podcasts on different platforms such as Apple Music, Spotify, but my personal recommendation would be to listen to them on YouTube. This is because of 2 reasons. Firstly, you can watch the video format of the podcast, so therefore it'll just make it more enjoyable than just listening. The second benefit of watching podcasts on YouTube is that you can look at the people involved in the podcast and analyze their body language. Also, if you are a new English learner or at a beginner stage when it comes to the IELTS exam, you can even put on the subtitles on YouTube. That will again help you understand the context of what is being spoken about. Now, the next tip is to watch TV, but that's not it. There's a little catch to this, so listen carefully. As I mentioned before, you want to make your study and your revision sessions enjoyable. This will allow you to study more frequently and also be more engaged when you do study. So, one of the best ways to do this is to watch a TV show or a movie twice. My personal recommendation would be to try and focus on watching TV shows that are less than 30 minutes. Now, if your English level is low, it is better for you to watch the first time with subtitles on. Then watch it again without the subtitles and see if you can understand the same amount of information. However, if you are an experienced English learner or above average, then I would try to do the opposite. So that means try to watch a TV show without the subtitles, then watch it again with the subtitles and see if there's anything else that you picked up. Also, if when you are watching the TV show, there's something that you do not understand, don't feel scared to just rewind and go back and focus on that section again. This again will help you improve your listening skills. And that's exactly what this is. Listening is a skill. You can only get better at this by practicing and practicing and practicing. Tip number 4. Now, this is something that you should not do rather than something that you should do, and that is to not translate. When you are speaking to someone in person or listening to someone, you should be focusing on context, not accuracy. Now, believe it or not, I speak Hindi and Urdu fluently, but I do not speak them accurately. They are not my first language. So that means I do not have any problems communicating with people in these languages. I have no problem in understanding people in these languages, and also I have no problem in listening in these languages. However, if you were to film me speaking in Hindi or Urdu, you will find lots of mistakes. So the point here is to focus on understanding the overall context and the general meaning. You do not need to understand everything in detail, especially if you are a beginner. Now, I would love to find out the languages that the audience of this channel speak, so pop the language that you speak in the comment section below. Tip number 5, I briefly touched on this earlier, and that is to take an IELTS practice test. Just as a reminder, you do not want to only focus on taking practice listening test. You should be doing all of these tips that I've mentioned. Now, I will be making a video explaining the IELTS listening test, so keep an eye out for that on this channel. Taking the IELTS listening test has many benefits, such as it will give you a clear idea of what to expect on the exam day. And another point is that it will allow you to get into the habit of answering questions in the times that are given. This is usually quite difficult to get in the habit of. Additionally, it will allow you to get into the habit of answering the questions under timed conditions. Now, one of the biggest benefits of taking a practice IELTS listening exam is that it will give you a clear idea of what level you are currently at. So once you've completed your practice exam, you should be given a score, and more importantly, you should be able to see which questions you answered correct and which answers you answered incorrect. By using this information, you will know which areas to focus on more the next time you practice. Now, if you benefited from this video, you might want to check out this video on the screen where I explain the best tips that will help you improve for your IELTS writing exam. Also, if you liked the video, then like the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that and hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time a video goes live. I usually post videos every Thursdays and Sundays, so just keep an eye out for those videos, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.